For my creative media project, I am carrying out an animation-based brief, featuring the rebranding of healthy food delivery services for people who need it most. This is a project based around helping people who are less fortunate and would benefit from a source of healthy food that's easy to access and is more affordable. My aim for this project is to update the image of the food delivery network and generally improve its reputation. I want to create a brand that appeals to existing customers and will also encourage people who don't already partake in food deliveries onto the niche, as well as it being affordable and healthy. I want to make this project because I've always been passionate in bringing quality to every type of person. I would also benefit from having a fully fleshed out animation that displays my skills in the animation industry preferred softwares, as well as research and production to back up my final project and display my workflow. I will learn a lot from this project. When I show my final deliverables to people, I want them to show feelings of happiness and passion, expressing that the project is displaying a good movement that benefits the target audience. I also want to show them the beauty of cooking from home with mesmerizing visuals. The first significant piece of research I did was looking up what HelloFresh was and how many subscribers they have. This gave me a good insight on how much attraction the current popular food delivery services have, meaning I could use their logo as inspiration since they are so popular. The customer reviews of HelloFresh and HelloFresh competitors were very diverse. This showed me that the type of audiences these delivery services have and how much customer service they supply. The next part of my research was some primary research. I looked into the annual waste of normal shopping and found that one of the ways to solve it is to use food delivery services because there are less car emissions, food waste and plastic waste. This helped me make a Google Forms for people to fill out. I had 37 responses. I wanted to find out if people use their own bags when regular shopping, what means of transport they take, and if they understand the length of the waste the UK produces annually. The majority of people said they use their own bags. This shows that people are aware of the harm plastic has on the world and are trying to solve it in some way. 24 out of 37 people said they walk to the shop. Additionally, 20 out of 37 people said they drive to the shop. The fact that people walk more to the shop than drive is good, but there's still a significant amount of people who drove. So food delivery would be a good solution to reducing car emissions. The next piece of helpful research I have done is look into a specific artist I found on Twitter that is focused mainly on scenes and environments. This is helpful because my storyboard will feature a lot of these homely scenes and the art style is appealing to me. In terms of further research, I still need to make a few artist analyses of animators and designers to fully understand how the professionals in the industry create their art pieces to ensure my work is up to the industry standards. I will also be diving into YouTube tutorials about recommended animation softwares to find which one I should use. My initial ideas are based on my early planning and target audience. This artist analysis and my various Pinterest boards have helped me create a vague idea of the visual aesthetic I would use. Although in my sketches they are of a sketch style, when I make my work in Adobe Animate or the software I'll be using to complete this animation, the style may change significantly and will be based on my mood boards a lot more. The initial work will all be in Procreate on my iPad, including my storyboards, character designs, and final scene design, and my animatic. Although I do want to use Adobe Animate, I would prefer to use the software that is more art-based, like Procreate. One software that is art-based and supports animation is Krita, but the exporting system is confusing and insufficient. I may find a way through YouTube that solves this. My character design is based off of an artist's style, which I found through Pinterest. I will be analysing them and their work because it is a style I am thinking of using for this project. The logo designs are also based off of my Pinterest mood board, which features a lot of retro styles and organic colours. I will be revisiting these designs and tailoring them to the current design features that are popular amongst my target audience, which is mainly families. The scene design I have made is very rough and based on my Pinterest mood board yet again. I will refine this design in my next steps, making the colour palette more realistic and researching environments in this perspective that already exist. This mood board is also based off of a lot of the scenes I found when making my mood board. This was made to get my ideas for the story visually down. I have also established in my project concept that the main character will have a small family, his partner and daughter, and I will look further into their designs. My next steps for this project is to sketch out my scenes and develop them further. I will also be following many YouTube tutorials on what softwares are user-friendly and prioritized in the animation industry. I will be redesigning my storyboard after I get down my scene designs and style type. This will help me make an animatic in Procreate on my iPad. I'm sketching everything in Procreate and making my final scenes in there too, as I will be researching what animation softwares to use. When it comes to the brand design, I am going to make a Google Forms to see what people think of the current 4 designs and what they recommend I change, etc. But I will also be taking more inspiration on what already exists and incorporating it into my designs. I will be looking into the meanings of the shots I've included in my storyboard and see if there are better ones to help convey my message appropriately. I believe I have an establishing shot already and a first-person shot. This is from my current knowledge and research from previous projects, but I will look into the other shots very closely. My biggest hurdle during this project is having to work from home for the majority of the production. Although this is not so bad due to having the resources needed at home, I just won't have the same accessibility as I would from school physically in terms of teacher support, etc. To try and solve this, I will be asking my teachers after every deliverable I create if it is at a distinction level and what I can do to ensure that it will be. Another difficulty I will be facing is not having much experience with designing backgrounds. I will be following the images from my mood boards very closely to ensure my designs still look good in the end. Other than these specific things, I will generally be solving problems throughout my whole project and finding things that don't work, then replacing them with things that do work through constructive criticism.